Go! What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Red's World. Today we're going to be going over my EDC, so let's get into the video. So I think the most important thing with an EDC is to start off with a good base, and what I mean by a good base is a good belt. So I like to run the Wilderness belt. It's 1.5 inches thick, double stitching. I've had this belt for probably 8 or 9 years. It's been working out great for me. Paint's wearing off on it, but other than that, it holds up great, holds up a gun, whatever I need to do. Because as you're about to see, I have a lot of EDC that I carry. So this belt helps support all of it. So I think after the good belt, get your basic wallet. This is just a Browning wallet, nothing special, just a bifold wallet. It's thin, it's lightweight. You know, I don't have a lot of money anyway, so it doesn't really matter how thick it is. After that, I think everybody needs a good watch. What I mean by a good watch is I don't really mean a Casio, but this one holds up pretty nice. It does a good job. I've worn a Reactor Griffin for a long time, but you know, I don't like wearing a semi-expensive watch, and this little Casio you can get at Walmart for 40, 50 bucks. Waterproof, shockproof. It does what I need it to. It tells me the time of the day. That's all I really need. Next is something I don't think a lot of people carry, but it's something I always find useful. It's a good bandana. Especially nowadays in the time of COVID, everybody requires a mask. Clearly you can see this one has lots of holes on it, blood stains, oil stains. You know, I'm not a big mask wearer, but if I need to go sit down in a restaurant or something, this will get me through the door. Other than that, again, wiping your hands, blowing your nose, cut yourself. I think everybody should use a good bandana. There's hundreds of uses out there for one, you know, but I think everybody should carry one. So after that, we're gonna go to light. So I carry a Streamlight. This is the Micro Stream USB. Great little light. I've been carrying it for about a year now, so it doesn't have too much wear on it. It's 250 lumens is your high, and then 50 lumens is your low. If I can get it together, there it goes. On your high, it's gonna last about an hour, hour and a half. On your low, it'll last about 3.5 hours. It is water resistant, not waterproof. So keep that in mind if you get it. That's your little USB charger right there. Throw in the truck. You know, at the end of the day, charge it up. It works really well. Second is fire. I carry a little Bic lighter with me. I'm not a smoker. I'll have a cigar every now and then, but that's about as much that I do. But I think everybody should carry a little lighter, fire starter if you're caught in an SHTF situation. You know, I use it to burn ends of rope or string or whatever off. And it comes in handy. You know, I've used it quite a bit, so these little ones fit perfect in the pocket. They're light, they're small. It's just something good to throw in. And again, I think everybody needs to carry a good knife. So this is a Cold Steel, the Working Man series knives. It's a good little knife. It's cheap, $30, $35. This is the second one I've had. The first one I lost, but I beat the crap out of this knife. You can probably see the chips in the blade. It gets well used. It keeps a good edge. It's easy to sharpen. You know, like I said, I beat the crap out of it. It's a good general purpose knife. Now, my second knife is pretty new to me. I picked this up at a gun show here in Tennessee. I can't remember the guy's name who made it. Otherwise, I'd shoot him a plug. Other than that, he makes them. It's a good little ditch knife, you know, a pinch knife, I should say. It works good. I use it to cut some things here and there, but typically this is just a pinch knife, a last resort. Hope to God I never have to use it, but if I do, there it is. And again, an SHTF, you can feather with this. It's thick enough. I could chop with it. So it's a good little knife. Another tool I carry, which a lot of people I know don't, but you know, I used to work service and work in maintenance a lot, is a good multi-tool. This thing has saved me hundreds and hundreds of times, climbing down a ladder, running back to the truck, whatever. So, you know, it's got your basic pliers on it. It's got your screwdrivers and all that. I always find myself needing a multi-tool, it seems like, and this thing is awesome. The Leatherman Wave, I've been carrying it for probably 6 or 7 years now. And like I said, it's saved my fat butt from climbing down a ladder many times. So carry a good multi-tool. Again, not everybody has the space or wants to carry that weight thick with 2 C's, but she's good. You know, it works out. It does what it needs to do. So second, we're going to get what everybody, you know, really comes to the channel for is self-defense. You know, what do you use? Guns, stuff like that. But I'm going to start with something very, very new. I've just recently started carrying is OC spray. This is Palm OC spray. It is 10% OC, 2 million Scoville units, 1.4% MC with a UV dye in it. So you can do about 10 seconds of a constant burst at about 10 to 12 feet. I think that's a little generous from some of the videos I've seen, but there again, it's a less lethal, you know, or non-lethal, I should say. Because especially now with the world going on, all the people out there, somebody's getting in your face, you know, threatening you and stuff like that, and they're not being a deadly threat, and you just want to back off, they're threatening you and your family. You don't want to just whip your gun out, because that could escalate it more than what you want to go with. So me, I started carrying this. I think it's a good little option. Like I said, I plan on doing a review on it later. I'll see if I can convince one of my buddies to get sprayed, but we'll see how that works out. But yeah, Palmo Sea Spray, look into them. It's light, it's small, got a little belt clip on it. They do make a keychain version. I wanted the belt clip, something I could get to faster. But yeah, so you guys should be seeing a review on this again soon, but we'll get into that more later when that review comes out. Now next is Glock 26. I'm a Glock fanboy. I've been carrying a Glock for a long time. I've been carrying this one for probably 3 years now. Before that it was a 19, but I wanted something a little bit smaller, so I've done a little bit to it, not much. It's got the little ghost trigger in it, some Talon grips, the granulated, and then your Trijicon night sights. Great gun. What can I say? It's a Glock. It's a good gun. It works. It cycles. It's small enough for me to carry. Now, a second gun I carry quite often if I'm running to the gas station, Little Ruger LCP2. The original LCP, in my opinion, is trash. I wouldn't buy one. The trigger pulled on it, terrible. Everything about that gun is terrible. Ruger came out with this one, excellent gun. The trigger's phenomenal on it, I think, for an out-of-the-box pocket gun. It is light, and a lot of people, you know, complain about that as a pocket gun, but there again, if you keep it in the holster and you're not playing with the trigger, the gun's not going to go off. I've had no issue with this gun. I keep all my guns chambered all the time. Never had an issue with it going off. I do paint the sights a little bit of red, or a little bit of orange paint rather, just to help me pick it up faster. Because again, this is a get off me gun. This is a 3 feet and under kind of thing. Again, Talon grips on it. It helps a lot. You know, it feels good in the hand. I don't have big hands, but it feels good in my hand. So, and along with those, I always carry a spare mag. So with the Ruger, I carry a little 9-rounder, or an 8-rounder rather. You know, it gives me 2 more than what it usually does. It's a good little mag, small, carry in the pocket. For the Glock 26, I carry a Glock 17-round mag with a little pocket clip. I carry my left-hand pocket. It's a recovery mag. I've had no issues out of it. It's just a base plate. You pop it on, no springs or nothing like that. You know, 17 rounds, you can't go wrong, really, with a Glock 9. You know, you can carry a 32-round stick if you want to. That's totally up to you, but 17-round mag with my 10-round flush. I carry the flush mags in all the guns that I carry, just to keep that grip profile low. So that's the 10-rounder I carry. Now, holsters. I'm in the process of looking for a new holster for my Glock 26. But this is a bullseye holster. You can tell I've modified it a little bit. I've carried this thing since I've been carrying a gun. Long time, a lot of wear. I can carry my 19 in this or my 26. It's got its pros and its cons. It's not great, but it's not terrible. It does the job, and for $50, you know, really, you can't go wrong with it. Not a big fan of the Kydex clip. They break pretty easy. This is the second one I've gone through. The other one broke because lifted that clip too much, snapped it. It's a good little holster. You know, like I said, it does what it does. I can carry an appendix, which is usually where I carry, or my, 3 o'clock. It goes wherever. It does the job. But again, I'm looking at getting something different for the 26, a more dedicated appendix. Now the Ruger, this comes with the Ruger LCP2 and you buy it. A little pocket holster, a little bit sticky on it so it stays in the pocket. I've shot some drills with this, pulling it in and out of the pocket. The holster doesn't come out most of the time. Sometimes it does, depending on the pants I'm wearing. Typically, my jeans, it stays in it, but if I'm wearing like a khaki pants, something that doesn't have a more stiff, rigid material in the pockets, it will come out. So again, there's better options out there. This is why I throw it in. It's a quick gun anyway, running the gas station. So that's pretty much what I use it for. So guys, that was just a quick review over my everyday carry. I am going to try to do a review on some of the items on the table, such as the Palmo Sea Spray. I'm going to see if I can get one of my buddies to let me spray them, and if not, I'll see if they'll spray me, and I'll try to do an honest and forward review for you guys. So if you guys have a question or comment about anything you saw in the video, please leave a comment below. Other than that, thanks for stopping by Red's World.